Call or click and see how easy it is to schedule your windshield replacement today.
Good evening and welcome into the Friday, April 10th edition of the WHKY News. I'm Rob Eastwood. Topping our news tonight with details on a sex offense case in Caldwell County that resulted in a prison sentence of more than a decade. Here's Ariana Mack.
That's correct, Rob. A Lenore man received a minimum of 12 years in prison after a conviction on sex offenses. Caldwell County Sheriff Kevin Bean announced that 35-year-old Brandon Wayne Walker was convicted this week in Caldwell County Superior Court of 1 count of statutory rape and 1 count of incest. Both charges are classified as B1 felonies. This case was originally reported in January of 2023 and was investigated by detectives with the Caldwell County Sheriff's Office. Investigators worked in partnership with the Robin's Nest Child Advocacy Center to ensure a thorough and victim-centered investigation. Walker was sentenced to serve 144 to 233 months, or 12 years to 19 years, 5 months in the North Carolina Department of Adult Correction. Upon his release, he will be required to register as a sex offender. Reporting for WHKY, I'm Ariana Mack.
Thanks, Ariana. 2 men are headed to federal prison in connection to a meth trafficking case in western North Carolina. Prosecutors say 53-year-old Jesus Gutierrez Lopez and 42-year-old Lorenzo Lemus Orozco worked together to move large amounts of meth across Catawba, Caldwell, and Watauga counties. Officials say Lemus Orozco led the operation with ties to a Mexican cartel known as Jalisco New Generation Cartel, or CJNG. Investigators made several controlled buys during the case. In December of 2024, a traffic stop in Caldwell County led to nearly half a kilogram of meth being found with Gutierrez Lopez. Authorities say Lemus Orozco later fled to Mexico but came back in early 2025 and was arrested. A search of his home in Hickory turned up more drugs, cash, and guns. North Carolina taxpayers face a key deadline. State income tax returns are due April 15th. That is next week. The Department of Revenue says file and pay on time to avoid interest and penalties. Officials say you can file online using approved tax software and choose direct deposit for refunds. Some taxpayers may qualify to file for free. If you mail a paper return, it must be postmarked by April 15th. That's next Wednesday. Officials warn Postal Service changes could affect postmarks, so check carefully. If you need more time, you can request an extension, but you still must pay what you owe by the deadline. District Attorney Scott Riley stopped by the WHKY studios, and I sat down with him as he discussed recent cases that were resolved. Joining us here on WHKY News is Scott Riley, the District Attorney. Right now in your very busy District Attorney's office, I know you have a lot going on, so what do you want to tell us about first?
Right. Just what we're been continuing to do is prioritize our most important cases. Those are, of course, crimes of violence. Our murder cases, we have 2 murder cases that are set for trial back-to-back in the month of May. Other priorities are any crimes against children, and of course we are doing everything we can to combat the trafficking in controlled substances, specifically fentanyl. In the month of March alone, 4 people were convicted of trafficking, all received 6 to 8 years in prison. So you mess around with fentanyl, you might as well give up your life for the next 6 to 8 years.
Well, and it seems like it's that drug is one that the first dose can be fatal.
Oh, exactly, and it is so heartbreaking to talk to victims' families of somebody who thought they were taking a Xanax, which was laced with 1 grain or 4 nanograms of fentanyl, and then that person dies, and it's just devastating and so heartbreaking.
And so you have handed down a number of prison sentences in those cases now, I guess, over the last couple of years. Anything else you wanted to tell us about?
Well, quite frankly, I think that's about it. I just do want to thank the voters of Catawba County from the bottom of my heart. I'm doing the best I can to do what we can to bring justice to Catawba County and to keep our communities safe.
District Attorney Scott Riley, currently for the 36th Prosecutorial District, that is Catawba, Burke, and Caldwell counties, and he joins us each month here on WHKY News. As always, thanks to the DA for stopping by, and he'll have his April update later on this month. In today's crime report, a lengthy prison sentence was imposed in a Catawba County kidnapping case. In local sports, Jason Savage has details on the LR women's tennis team pulling off a big upset. In Community Focus, Ariana Mack speaks with representatives from Arts Culture Catawba about artists on the art wall. We are on over-the-air TV every weekday at 5:30 and 10 p.m. on channel 14.2 and live at 5:30 on the WHKY YouTube channel and 10 o'clock on the WHKY Facebook page. We're also in multiple cable systems, including Compass in Morganton. I'm Rob Eastwood, and this is the WHKY News.